అందుకు Gauri, can you able to hear my volume?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Shall we start the session now?
Yes.
Syed, good evening, Syed. Syed, can you hear me?
Yes, very good evening to everyone. Yes, I can hear you well.
Yes. Okay, Syed, we'll start the session now. Gauri, you can take up the session.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good evening to everyone who are all present here. I cordially welcome you all to this webinar session on the topic Innovation, the Passionate Way Towards Your Goal, conducted by Women Empowerment Cell and Institutional Innovation Council of Prince Sri Venkateshwara Arts and Science College. Let's begin the session with Tamil Talvarthu by Kirtika Devi.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெளிலொழுகும் சீராறும் பதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் மது சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுன்மே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிலமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்ததுமே
Now, I would like to call upon J.L. Priyadarshini to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today. It is indeed a beautiful evening, all soaked in the delighted frame of mind. I am pleased to welcome you all to the webinar on the topic Innovation, the Passionate Way Towards Your Goal, conducted by Women Empowerment Cell and IIC of Prince Sri Venkateshwara Arts and Science College. I am absolutely delighted to take an opportunity to welcome our young, multi-talented chief guest, Mr. Mustaf Syed Haider, Master of Science Project, Program Management and Business Development, France. I feel privileged to welcome our dignified, praiseworthy chairman, Dr. K. Vasudevan, who always ready to walk miles for the cause of education of students. I take a great honor to welcome our energetic and prominent Vice Chairman, Engineer P. Prasanna Venkatesh, who know himself how to keep space with modern technology and use them for development. The next dignitary to honor us with her presence is our eminent principal, Dr. Uma Bhaskar, who gives lot of encouragement to all teaching staff and students to give their best. I consider it a great honor to welcome our Women Empowerment Cell coordinators, IAC coordinators, and dignified faculties, and also our curious students and participants. I welcome you all once again. I am sure that you all get enriched knowledge after completion of this webinar. Thank you.
It was really a warm welcome. Thank you, Priyadarshini. Now, I would like to call upon Dr. K. Deepalakshmi, Vice President of IIC, to share a few words about IIC.
Yeah, thank you, Gauri. Good evening to one and all present here. Our IIC Innovation Institution Council was started in the year of 2021 of September in our college, and the Ministry of Education through MOU's Innovation Cell was started in the year of 2018. launched the Institution Innovation Council program in collaboration with AICTE for higher educational institutions to systematically foster the culture of innovation and startup ecosystem in education institutions. Primarily, the IIC role is to engage large number of faculty and students and staff in various innovation and entrepreneurship related activities such as ideation, problem solving, proof of concept development, design thinking, IPR, project handling and management at a pre-incubation and incubation stage, etc., so that innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem get established and stabilized in higher education. So in this way, we are conducting these programs for the welfare of the students. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable words. Now, I welcome Mrs. A. Neelambige, ma'am, coordinator of Women Empowerment Cell, to deliver a few words about Women Empowerment Cell.
Thank you, Gauri. Good evening, all. I'm delighted to share few words about the roles and activities of Women Empowerment Cell of Prince Sri Venkateswara Arts and Science College. Women Empowerment Cell was established in 2015, and the major responsibility of the cell is to educate and empower women staff and students. The cell also maintains a harmonious atmosphere for women at the institution and to pursue their role with dignity and reassurance. In this regard, Women Empowerment Cell has organized various competitions, awareness programs, signature campaigns, workshop, and training sessions. Every year, Women Empowerment Cell celebrates International Women's Day in concern with women progressive activity. Hereby, Women Empowerment Cell mentoring to establish a sustainable development for women. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your motivational thoughts. Now, I would like to call upon S. Kirtana to introduce our chief guest.
A warm welcome to everyone. It gives me a joyful pleasure to introduce the star of the event, our chief guest, Mr. Mustaf Syed Haider. He completed his bachelor in mechanical engineering in 2014. In addition, in 2020, he finalized a master in program management and business development at France. He worked at Audi, Daimler, Renault Nissan, and Volkswagen in aftermarket system. He built up a broad experience in many vehicle systems. In depth, he was more involved in the passenger safety system and partially in powertrain and after system. He developed strategies using various methods and implemented innovative improvements to change existing process to achieve a better performance. As a person, he is very communicative, motivator, public speaking, proactive, self-driven, and flexible. He knows about 7 languages like Tamil, Urdu, Hindi, English, French, Arabic, and Dutch. He also involved in voluntary activities like the laboratory language of Heart Voluntary and founder of Lift Others and co-founder of Smile for Everyone. He is also a member of PMI Institute. His hobbies are socialization, mentoring, voluntaries, playing football, right-wing side defense, traveling. He traveled to Malaysia, China, Colombo, France, Belgium, North Africa. Last but not least, he is also a mini chef and knows to cook Indian and French cuisines.
Thank you, Kirtana. Now, I welcome our chief guest, Mr. Mustaf Syed Haider, to take over the session. Please, sir.
Very good evening to each and everyone. And thank
Good
you.
evening, Syed. We are happy to have you here as a resource person. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much, Neelambige, for organizing. And can you see my screen?
Yeah, I could see.
Okay, I'm going to share the screen. So once again, good evening, vanakkam ellarkum. So last 3 hours, I think you all are engaged with the sessions 4 to 5, 5 to 6, and again 6 to 7. I know it's being holiday, so hope no one is so much tired. So let's go with it. And first of all, I thank Institution Innovation Council and also the organizing team for giving me an opportunity. And I also like to know, I also had a small research that already we had 3 sessions on self-driven activities, and also we had 4 to 3 sessions on attractive government schemes and also entrepreneurships. So today I'm here for the innovation. Change the microphone. Yep. Can you see my screen in a slideshow? Can anyone answer, please?
Yes, Syed, we could see it.
Okay, thank you. So yes, today we are here just to know how we had to be more passionate towards our goal. And this was a topic given to me, and which means the college is really looking forward from the students where they really need to be innovative mindset. So here we are not going to see about the tools or equipments or anything. Innovation, it should be from us. So this is what we are going to see. And a short crisp about me. So I'm from Tamil Nadu, Ranipete. So I born and brought up everything from southern part of India. So and also I had my schoolings and college, everything in southern part in Vellore itself. And then I started my career in Audi, and I had an opportunity to work with Daimler and Volkswagen, and also I had an opportunity to learn different languages. And currently I'm with Volkswagen France. And my hobbies is like I used to travel. And thank you for the great introduction by the organizing team. They already covered with what I really need to tell. So I appreciate that. And yes, I play football, and I mainly focus on the development activities in my current work. So I'm a process developer, and also mainly focused on aftermarket diagnostics. So today, the main abstract for me is like to focus on how to have the innovative mindset and how we need to trust our instincts. When I say trust our instincts, we have to believe ourselves, and how we have to regularize our thoughts, and how we need to be passionate towards what we really wanted to do, and emotional intelligence. It's all about the interpersonal skills that we really need to develop. And I also expect our joinees like to be more interactive. So if I can open my chat screen, I would like to. I would love to see some answers if I asking some questions. And you're all free to unmute yourself, and you can open up and you can speak. And we are going to exchange. It's not like vandanga ponanga. We don't want to be like that. So let's have some interactive session so that this 1 hour be a baggage for you to develop yourself interpersonally. Can I have some okay from everyone in the chat session if everyone is following me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I see that they're telling me slow moving slides. Okay. Okay. May I have someone who can tell what is mean by innovation? We can start like this, just like a question, and let's see how many are coming.
Developing of invention.
Developing of invention. Okay. And some more answers, please.
New ideas to create. to create a new idea.
Sorry, can you please repeat it again?
New ideas or methods.
Okay, good.
Something creative, sir.
Something creative. Okay, good. And what else?
Developing.
Developing. Okay, it's a word of creativity and developing. Good. I appreciate that. Okay. When you see the innovation is not like something which really needs to be forced. It is like something on its own. When you're sitting and you're talking with your friends, you will be telling like, hey, whether we can create something new, and you will stop yourself. So innovation, culture values lifelong learning. So it's depend upon what you learn with what you choose. For example, if you're biotech, or if you're in BSc chemistry or literature in Tamil, so it's a lifelong learning. So you have to choose what you really want. You have to be curious. Okay, I want to do this, and then you have to have the time and associated with the information. When you have a lot of information, how the information will be there? You have to educate yourself. You have to learn. It's not like I choose some courses and I finished it just for the sake of bachelor's. No, when you choose in some path, you have to be innovative by having your own interest to develop yourself. That's how you will be innovative. If not, just like time will pass and we will be not having this innovative mindset. And also you should surround yourself with the like-minded people. I had a beautiful answer. Developing. How you will develop yourself? When you have your like-minded people, you will speak the like-minded thoughts. And here our teachers who has to be respected most, they educate us. They also had some sort of goals, and now they are here to teach us. You can get a resource from them, and you can surround yourself with your teachers who are having a good background to support you, and they will be resourceful because they have an alumni. So you have to embrace some changes by understanding, by being open mindset. So this is very important. And the other thing is like analytical curiosity. So which is like why I have to do this. And when curious staff, for example, when a curious student comes here, he learn about the trends and changes, okay, and to analyze for associating with the developments. For example, the data-informed decisions are less risky than decisions made by the seat, which means when you gather information, how you gather information, I said, you have to have the like-minded peoples, you have to gather information. When you gather information, you have to do something, and you have to have the proper resource. This is how you will have this innovation mindset. And you have to be more empathetic. Without empathy, I don't think we will be innovative. What is empathy? அவனுக்கு என்ன வலிக்குதுன்னு நம்மளுக்கு தெரியணும். அப்பதான் வந்து we can feel, understand? So we have to manage the emotions and controlling emotions. So these are all needed for the innovative mindset. And we have to be have a gut feeling to express our thoughts. Even if it's wrong, it doesn't matter. We have to express, and we have to have this mindset to be developed with what we are coming up. Let's move on to the next slide. And here we have a 5-second rule in taking innovative actions towards your goal. For example, when you're in the class, your teachers always take your lessons, and at the time they will be asking you some questions, and you'll be known about it. For example, he or she might ask you, do you know this answer? And everyone, maximum 80% of the students knows that, but no one come up to answer it because we have some shy and we have some fear. So the 5-second rule is very, very, very important to consider. This I learned it from my life experience. So which like how to change, like not what to change. Already you know how to change, but just because of you having a fear, you will like to procrastinate. For example, when a teacher asks some questions, do you know about this? You know the answer, but you will not answer it. But there will be some person who applies this 5 4 3 2 1 rule, and they will answer it. For example, if you have some innovative ideas and you never open up to your professor or to your academic administratives, because you procrastinate. The first, because of you think like, okay, whether this will work or not, whether we want to take this or not, this kind of mindset will not take us to towards the goal. So this is very important. So have you did anyone knows about this 5-second rule? May I have some yes or no in the chat box, please? Do anyone aware about this 5-second rule?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. Okay. Janakiram. Okay. Okay. Okay, Janakiram, you can speak with me. நீங்க mic on பண்றீங்களா? 5-second rule நீங்க எங்க apply பண்ணிருக்கீங்க? How it taken to you to the next level? Just a small example.
Yes, sir. If we
You can
decide on something new. If you hear a question,
Hello? கேக்கல ஜானகிராமன்? Okay, no problem. I will see your messages. Okay, perfect. So this 5-second rules வந்து it depends on how to change. என்ன மாத்தணும், எதை மாத்தணும் அப்படின்றது கிடையாது. So it can be used on different purposes. ஒரு ஆக்ஷனை வந்து நான் செஞ்சே ஆகணும். I have to stick to my goals and to gain more influence by being more engaged in what is happening in the moment. அப்பதான் உங்களுக்கு தைரியம் வரும். That will reduce your anxiety. ஐயோ முடியுமா முடியாதா அப்படின்றத வந்து இந்த 5-second rule வந்து definitely it will break you. So it will also lead you to be more productive and emotions வந்து கொஞ்சம் control பண்ணும். பரவாயில்ல, நம்ம 5 செகண்ட் எடுத்தோம், ஆனா நம்ம இது எஸ்ஓ நோவோ தப்போ ரைட்டோ நம்ம சொல்லிட்டோம் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி ஒரு இது வரும். Because everyone படிக்கும் போது you will always have some examples. நம்ம இது கொஞ்சம் மாத்தினா இது மாதிரி இருக்குமே, you will always have that mindset. பட் நம்ம வந்து அதை அப்ளை பண்ணவே மாட்டோம். ஏன்னா பயம், இது பண்ணா நம்ம ப்ரொஃபஸர் வேணான்னு வரும், இதுக்கு நம்மளுக்கு சப்போர்ட் கிடைக்காதோ. See, that's why you have your professor, you have your administrative. Even if not, you have many support right now in LinkedIn. If you post your ideas, many people will pick you and they will support you, whatever it is. Biotechnology நான் படிக்கிறேன், அது நான் படிச்சதுலேயே வந்து I have to change something to be more innovative. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அதுக்கு தைரியம் வந்துட்டு நம்ம கொண்டு வரணும். So for example, when you have to do something, okay, கேட்ட கொஸ்டினுக்கு நம்ம 5 செகண்ட் ஆன்சர் பண்ணிட்டோம் அப்படின்னா, that is what your intuition talks about. நம்ம வந்து இன்ட்யூஷனை வந்து நம்பலாமா அப்படின்ட்டு கேட்டீங்கன்னா, we all rely on the hunches and gut feelings. ஏன்னா பார்த்து நம்ம தைரியமா நான் முடிக்கிறேன் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி அந்த gut feeling வருதுல்ல, you have to trust that intuitions. So that is how the innovative mindset will come, and that's how you will be innovative when even you start the work, right? And the creative thinkers, whether in the arts or the business, they train themselves to trust their instincts. It becomes a lifelong process. It's not like it's a lifelong process. It's individually they have to work. That's how I told you the session is about interpersonal skills. I mean, innovation like that's அதுக்காக நான் வரல. End of the session, see, நான் இப்ப பேசுறது வந்து எல்லாருக்குமே வந்து எல்லா பாயிண்ட்ஸுமே ஒத்துக்காது. பட் எல்லாருக்குமே ஒரு பாயிண்ட் அட்லீஸ்ட் they have to take, and they might take. So that's how I'm thinking from my experience and from my experience people whom I'm working with and whom I'm being experienced with. So I definitely have to apply this 5-second rule in anything, even in your interviews or even in your exams. இப்போ நான் படிக்கணும் இப்பயே படிக்கணும், நாட் லைக் அப்புறம் காலையில இருந்து படிச்சுக்கலாம், இன்னைக்கு வந்து இது இருக்கு ஃபங்க்ஷன் இருக்கு, அது மாதிரிலாம் இல்லாம you have to start from your basic. You have to be more disciplined to have this innovative mindset. அப்பதான் வந்து நம்மளால எதனா ஒரு அச்சீவ் பண்ண முடியும். So we can often attach to our intuition, like நம்ம ஹேபிட்ஸ். நம்ம ஒரு விஷயத்த வந்து பண்ணிட்டே இருந்தோம் அப்படின்னா அது வந்து ஹேபிட்டா மாறிடும் இல்லைங்களா? The behaviors are learned from our actions. So the flawed intuitions like bad habits can lead us to some very dark places. So we don't need that. So when you're studying, this is the best place where you can be more guided and you can improve your innovative mindset. And for most of us, we will be selective in our own intuition, based often on conflicting feeling and analysis, and emotionally stick with the families, and we will post rationalize their benefits, reason, and sources, and build stories. So these are all the dark side of intuition that will not hinder, that will not make you to grow in innovative actions. So I would like to see from our participants who can apply this 5-second rule in my very next slide. So is everyone ready? Now next slide. So I want to see who is going to apply this 5-second rule. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who is going to open the chat box or open up the mic and speak? I have to see those courageous friends here. So
Yes.
just like, sorry.
Said yes, sir. We are willing to.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Okay. I'm going to go for the next slide and I'll be opening the chat box. And here we go. Which single word first come to your mind when you see this cycle? Let me open the chat box. Which single word first come to your mind when you see this cycle? Creative. Wow. Okay. Good. So it was less than 5 seconds. YJR. I think. What's your name, YJR?
Gauri, yes, sir.
Okay, Gauri. Good. Thank you for your answer. And Janik Raman, thank you for your answer. Okay, innovative and creative. Good. Any more? நிறைய பேருக்கு டைப் பண்ணணும்னு தோணும், ஆனா பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. ஐயோ நம்ம பேர் வந்துருமோ அப்படின்னு. Come on, open up your chat box and try to open up. இல்ல எல்லாம் வந்து சுண்டல் சாப்பிட்டு இருக்கீங்களா கிருஷ்ண ஜெயந்தின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. Come on, let me see. Come up with courage and open up. Handling situation. Okay, it's a good answer. Jayalakshmi. Okay. Okay, we had 3 answers in 1 minute. So, okay, handling situation. Can you open up your mic, Jayalakshmi, to tell me how you told me that it's in like handling situation?
I think there is a flood.
Uh-huh.
So they want to move.
Mm-hmm.
That time they use, I think, the amakul for
Okay.
floating.
Okay, correct. இது வந்து ரோட்ல போற சைக்கிள் தான், பட் ஆனா இப்போ ஃப்ளட் இருக்கிறதுனால they utilize the resource that they have to run the cycle. அதான் சொல்ல வரீங்க, கரெக்டா?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So this is how you need to think. So இருக்கிற ரிசோர்ஸ இது வந்து ரோட்ல போற சைக்கிள் தான், பட் ஆனா we have to use this resource, available resource வந்து how we have to use. So that's why they use this different types of fins, and they utilize the tubs that is floating to move from one place to other. So it's like yes, it's creative, wow, and it's innovative, and they really handle the situation. So this is the expected answer. Thank you, answers. This is how you need to quickly respond, and you have to be courageous in coming up. And I appreciate the answer. And the creative is just important in education as literacy. Undoubtedly true now as we begin to come out of the COVID online class. But now we have to fuel up our creative innovation by mixing up with people. When you're isolated, the innovation will never ever come into the play. It's 3 to 8% as per the research. But when you have your teamwork collaborated with different peoples and pitching your ideas to the respective member, that's how it will happen. So we have minded in the human, which is like education system is no longer fully appropriate to the needs of present and future economies. Education is not going to help us to fulfill the current situation of the economies. You have to be more innovative with whatever. See, the cycle is very a simple example. We have a lot of machineries and the tracks and the flying cars, everything. But I took this as a simple example. So how to grow up your innovative mindset. And the next slide is like passion towards what we do. So இப்போ வந்து நம்ம காலேஜ்லயே வந்து we have a bachelor of Tamil literature இருக்கு, biotechnology இருக்கு, chemistry, but you have chosen some department, right? Maybe அப்பா சொன்னாங்க, அம்மா சொன்னாங்க, you would have taken, but you took it, right? You took it. You have to be have the purpose of what you are doing right now. It's not like I have to finish my graduation, முடிச்சிட்டு போயிடலாம். But if you see your alumni, they have set up many association. I had a look on your website, like Muttamil Mandram and National Science Scheme and Red Ribbon Club and Road Tract. Road Tract is something which is really helpful for being more innovative. And I also had other clubs in your view, like Eco Club. So you have all supporting factors in your college where you can make your resource, like in the தண்ணியில இருக்கிறது தான் வந்து உங்க college, and you are floating, so you have to make use of the resource when you are in the college. Then only you can reflect yourself, நீங்க எங்க இருக்கீங்க, because when you are in the college you will have the support. If your ideas are really good, that's how you will improve your innovative. When you come out from your college, you can face the people very easily, because this is how you will learn. That's why you have schoolings, that's why you have college. So now you are specialized in something. Try to be more focused, try to be more passionate with what you're studying, and elaborate what is the current situation. Current technology enna poitu irukku. See, you have books, I agree. Book is not the only thing is going to help you. We have phones. You can use phone as your good and the bad tool. I always suggest you to use it in a more balanced way, to be more like 60-40, use 40 only for entertainment. But now the complete system has changed. The phone is used only for the different purpose. When you want to be innovative, just you can Google it, or you have a lot of research papers. How you can be innovative already irukku. நம்ம இத வந்து எப்படி மாத்தலாம்? You will have a lot of research papers. English la irukku. You can translate and you can develop yourself. You have to face the environment outside, and you have to be more challenging to the peoples. So that's why I am coming and focusing here. Like, what is the purpose of your life? What are you good at? You have to find. Only you knows. நான் வந்து நல்லா பண்ணுவேன், அது வந்து உங்களுக்கு தான் தெரியும். சரிங்களா? அது தெரிஞ்சிச்சு அப்படின்னா அதை விடாதீங்க. அவங்க எல்லாம் இது படிக்கிறாங்க, அவங்க எல்லாமே வந்து இது பண்றாங்கன்னா அதுக்கேற்ற மாதிரி நம்ம போகணும்னு அவசியம். Even if it take times, you will not regret. You'll definitely not regret. Even நானும் மெக்கானிக்கல் இன்ஜினியர் தான் படித்தேன், and ஆட்டோமொபைல் போகணும்னு ஆசை. அந்த டைம்ல எனக்கு கிடைக்கல. But I started with a very minimum grade, step by step process down. So don't have the mindset, oh, உடனே வந்து எனக்கு வந்து instant gratification கிடைக்கணும் அப்படின்றது வந்து எதிர்பார்க்காதீங்க. அந்த மாதிரி இருந்தா we cannot have this innovative mindset. And always respect your teachers, and they're taking a lot of efforts to see you more cultivated in knowledge. So, and please believe your thought process. even if it's not that, you have to engage with your encouraging partners who is in your class. So, and yes, I will go to the next slide. What makes something more innovative? First, we need to have the mindset of adapting and learning the new culture and the new technologies. So this is very important for us students. The understanding the current technologies are very important. Just like watching something on Instagram, and yes, you can watch, but even you can subscribe yourself to follow some technological pages. At least sometimes the click will happen, and it will be useful for your studies and also for your future process, how to cultivate your interest. So you have to implement and scale your efforts. For example, you have to first jot down. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நீங்க எழுதணும், எனக்கு என்ன வேணும்ன்றது எழுதணும். ஏன்னா நம்ம வந்து சொன்னோம்னா அதை மறந்துடுவோம், சரிங்களா? ஃபர்ஸ்ட் we have to write down what we really need, what I really wanted to become. ஓகே, நான் இந்த கோர்ஸ் எடுத்துட்டேன், பட் எனக்கு பிடிக்காம நான் எடுத்தாச்சு, நம்ம நடுவில் விட முடியாது. நம்ம ப்ராப்பரா அது முடிச்சுட்டு நெக்ஸ்ட் என்ன பண்ணுவோம், we can definitely change it. நம்ம என்ன படிக்கிறோம், எங்க படிக்கிறோம்னு முக்கியமே கிடையாது. நீங்க வந்து என்ன பண்றீங்களோ அது பிடிச்சி பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா definitely you will reach greater heights. ஓகேங்களா? அட் த சேம் டைம் நான் வந்து ரொம்ப ஓவர் அனலைஸ் பண்ணேன் அப்படின்னா அங்கேயே தான் இருப்பேன், அதே இடத்துல தான் இருப்பேன், மாறவே முடியாது. We have to stop overthinking. When you overthink, definitely you're not going to move to any places. So this is what is really important. And current technologies la வந்து என்னென்ன challenges இருக்கு, நம்ம புக்ல இருந்து எக்ஸ்ட்ராவா என்ன இருக்கு அப்படின்றத வந்து தெரிஞ்சாதான் நம்ம வந்து இன்னோவேட்டிவா படிக்கும் போதே வந்து பண்ண முடியும். படிக்கும் போதே பண்ணலனா கூட வேலை கிடைச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் definitely you will have an opportunity to develop with what you are working with. So that's why I'm telling you, when you're studying, fix up your goals. When you have practicals or research papers, definitely your professors are going to help you. So on the time you have to cultivate your mind. Like என்ன ரிசர்ச் போயிட்டு இருக்கு, நம்ம என்ன பண்ணலாம், நமக்கு தெரியாது, but you can have guidance. Professors கிட்ட போய் நீங்க கேட்டீங்கன்னா they will do homeworks more than us. That's why they are there to support us. But நம்ம வருவோம், ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் கூட போய் சுத்துவோம், அப்படியே போயிடுவோம். அப்புறம் நம்ம கிட்ட இருக்கும் அந்த தாட்ஸ் இருக்கு, இது பண்ணணும் அப்படின்ட்டு, பட் நம்ம வந்து அது எக்ஸ்போஸ் பண்ண மாட்டோம். ஸோ இந்த கைடன்ஸ் வந்து எங்களுக்கு நாங்கள் படிக்கும்போது இல்லை, பட் your college is supporting you at least to have beautiful seminars from different perspectives like entrepreneurships and government schemes. So make use of this, and you can always get in touch with your college to get in touch with me, or something which you really need the help for. You can definitely do that. So have that mindset and trust your instincts. So what is the time? Okay, I'm going to be quick. So instinct na எனக்கு தோணுச்சு அது கரெக்டா இருக்கு அப்படின்ற மாதிரி ஒரு தாட் வரும் சம்டைம்ஸ். எனக்கு தோணுச்சு ஆனா நான் பண்ணல, அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு டைலமா ஸ்டேட் வரும். ஸோ அந்த டைம்ல வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் we have some instinct கரெக்டா இருக்கும். ஸோ சாரி அபிராமி. Okay, maybe by mistake the mic has switched on by mistake. Okay, I'll continue quickly. Yeah, so trust your instincts. How to create and develop your ideas for a challenge. Innovation வந்து எடுத்த உடனே வந்து நான் பண்ணிட்டேன் அப்படின்னா அது வந்து கிரியேட்டிவ். ஓகேங்களா? இட்ஸ் லைக் you created something, but innovation is like doing multiple research on something to develop from its state. So have this mind. நீங்க படிச்சிட்டு இருக்கீங்க and you see what has been in the current state and how to develop it. Even if you make a simple changes with what you really like, இது வந்து passionate-ஆ இருக்கும், எனக்கு நான் பண்ணி ஆகணும். So அந்த changes பண்றீங்கல்ல, that's what innovation, and that's how you will travel with your likings. So that's what you wanted to know. And even if you see many people will be interested on music, art, emotion, and you will have different thought process, like how to be objective, be linearly we have to think, and all the things. And the other thing, emotion. The emotion is a really thing that you really need to balance, because if there was one thing above all others that guides the decision making, mainly for the rapid response, your emotion has to be controlled. you have to be more practical in taking decisions. So trust your instincts. Okay. When you trust your instincts, kindly get in touch with people who are really support you, and definitely they will guide you in a proper way. And last but not least is emotional intelligence. So I cannot ask questions because I think I'm running out of time. Well, I'll be quick on that. So emotional intelligence is like an other interpersonal skill where you need to recognize and you have to express your emotions. See, when I'm telling emotions, sir, எனக்கு இது தெரியும் ஆனா இது வந்து எனக்கு சொல்றதுக்கு பயமா இருக்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்லி you can go and talk with them, right? You're a professor, and you also have to understand the emotions of others. When you tell emotions, it can be your thoughts, like how to speak with your and self motivation and self regulation. Self motivation na okay, I failed but பாத்துக்கலாம் next semester நம்ம முடிக்கிறோம். ஓகே, நான் இதை வந்து ப்ரொபோஸ் பண்ணேன், ஆனா இந்த ப்ரொபோசல் வந்து இனோவேஷன் ப்ராஜெக்ட்ல ரிஜெக்ட் ஆயிடுச்சு. பட் எதனால ரிஜெக்ட் ஆயிடுச்சு, யூ ஹேவ் a feedback, work on it. அப்பதான் முடியும். வந்தோம் போனோம் அப்படின்னா definitely we will be not motivated. And you should also have this leadership mindset. இவன் வந்து இவ்வளவு படிச்சிருக்கான், இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேசுறான், அவன் தான் லீடர்லாம் கிடையாது. You should have a strong belief in yourself. Okay, I will be humble and I will definitely handle this very well. If you have seniors, இப்போ வீட்ல இருந்தா அப்பா கிட்ட நம்ம கேட்கணும்னு இருக்கோம் இல்லையா, அதே மாதிரி நம்ம காலேஜ்ல படிக்கிறோம்னா you have to get in touch with your professors and lecturers, and they will definitely guide you very well. And when you're taking decisions, definitely you have to get in touch with them. That's how you will have a lifelong support. And just because I'm running out of time, I will have some question and answer sessions, and I would like to conclude here. In generally speaking, this is my second seminar, and the main purpose of this is to have the innovative peoples and to improve people's life. It's not only about your own lives, to people's lives. So when it comes to managing a business or your study activities, innovation is the key for making any kind of progress. இப்போ நான் படிக்கும் போதே வந்து எனக்கு ஒரு பெரிய லெட்டர், ஐ மீன் ஒரு பேராகிராஃப் இருக்கு. ஸோ பாயிண்டா இருக்குன்னா டெஃபினெட்லி வாட் ஐ டூ இஸ் லைக் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அந்த லைன்ல வர அந்த 6 லெட்டர்ஸ் மட்டும் நான் இது பண்ணி வச்சுப்பேன். ஸோ டு ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் YOUR young of your, அந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் நம்ம இது பண்ணிக்கணும். So it's like innovative to by heart. Although your innovation activities are not necessarily powerful enough to save the world, you should focus on improving the things you can affect. So small improvements, உங்களோட சின்ன சின்ன இம்ப்ரூவ்மெண்ட் தான் வந்து பிகர் அண்ட் பிகர் ஐடியாஸ்க்கு வந்து ஒரு நாள் ரெவல்யூஷனரியா மாற்றும். In the meantime, however, you are responsible for finding ways to make improvements in your own sphere of influence. Because நீங்க என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்கன்றது உங்களுக்கு மட்டும்தான் தெரியும். You have to come up. எனக்கு இதான் பிடிச்சிருக்கு, நான் எங்க ஹோட்டல் தான் வைப்பேன், நான் வந்து இந்த மிஷினரிஸ், இந்த மிஷினை வந்து நான் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் டிசைன் பண்ணி இது பண்ணலாம்னு இருக்கேன். So these kind of things is depend on us. So often getting started is the hardest part, as there are many ways to approach innovations. The starting point is very difficult for everyone. For example, we had 3 different friends who chatted, and many of them could not come up. But it's just because of a fear or just a shy. But idella thooki potu, we're all Tamilans, we have to be more brave to face any challenging part that comes in our life. So my suggestion is to simultaneously we have to work on developing our personal skills and business related aspect to be more innovative when you go for the work. So however, start small, chinna aarambiga, and pick your focus, as it's impossible to achieve everything at once. Ellame ore time mudiyuma mudiyum. So ipo na this is what my concluding point, and also I'll take this moment to thank the organizing team who took a lot of efforts. And just a minute. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, Sayed. Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, okay. Can I have some questions from our participants?
Yeah, of course.
Then I'm not out killing.
Participants, can you hear us? If you have any clarifications or doubts, you can open up and you can ask it. Anybody else in the participant? Come on, feel comfortable.
So, how do I spot opportunities for innovation, sir?
Can you repeat it again, please?
How can I spot opportunities for innovation, sir?
What are the opportunities we have for innovation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this question is generic and good that you come up with this question, which is going to answer for many friends who wants to ask this question. Yes, for example, when you're being innovative, when you finish up your work or when you're studying in your own college, when you have a little bit of innovative thought process or your proposal on what you're coming up with, you will have definitely an opportunity to predict what you're really coming up with. For example, can I know what is your department, please? Just to give a real-time example.
Biotechnologies.
Biotechnology. Okay, definitely you will be having many laboratories, equipments that you'll be studying, and microorganism and blood-related. So I think when it comes up to that, when you're having that innovative profile, definitely you will have an opportunity to work with research and development centers, where you can help them in the development of any organization that you're going to join with. So hope that answers your question. Hope that answers your question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions from participant side? Or any other clarification or suggestions, or even you can come with your feedback also. If you want to give some feedback, you can just open up your mic. Okay. Okay, Sayan.
I know we have the final year students, or it's a mixed
Yes,
up.
sir. Yes, sir. Actually, right from first year, second year, and third year, everybody is here.
Okay, great, great. Okay. So last but not least, the one suggestion that I give to my friends, always respect your decision and get in touch with your professors and respect your parents. And also, I would like to thank Mr. Vasudevan, Chairman, and Mr. Dr. Vishnu Karthik, and Engineer Prasanna Venkatesh, Vice Chairman, and Dr. M. Uma, Principal, and organizing team with Ms. Neela Bigai and the complete team who is doing the wonderful job for understanding, making to understand the students what is really going on outside the college. So I thank you so much. I also be in touch with Ms. Neela Bigai for any for future support for any students in any sphere of efforts they come up with in supporting them. Thank you once again to each and every one.
Thank you, Syed. Thank you so much. Actually, this session sounds very well for this younger generation. Thank you so much for being with us, even in your tight schedule. Gauri, so we can go up with the preceding session.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable words to share with us. I'm grateful you took the time out of your busy schedule. You gave us a new sense of pride in our career. Participants, can you please turn on your cameras for a few seconds? Participants, can you please turn on your cameras?
Participants, please turn on your cameras for photo session, please. I need some more participant to please turn on your camera.
Excuse me, I'm sorry for taking the last 1 minute. I did not had the look on the Angel's question.
Angel.
Angel P. Someone. I'm sorry, I did not had a look onto that. How do I encourage innovation in my organization? It was a question.
Okay.
Okay. I will encourage. I encourage her for asking the question. So I did not see the question. I'm sorry for that. So the question is, how do I encourage organization? Once again, innovation in organization. Okay. So definitely I will answer what has been the question. So when you're working in an organization, you will be having a routine works. So you definitely know I'm doing the routine works. So what a simple thing can change to reduce your manpower, the man time. For example, if you're doing the same work again and again, you can reduce your time by implementing new work. For example, when you're working in Excel, you're doing the same work and you can use your macros and VBA database. So this kind of things you can suggest to your organization. So hope this answers your question, Angel.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Yeah,
Sorry
no
for
issue.
one more minute. Okay, thank you once again to everyone.
Gauri?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can move to the next part.
Yes, ma'am. I would like to call upon K. Janakiraman to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good evening to all. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks for this webinar session to all dignitaries assembled here. We all take this golden opportunity to thank our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Mustafa Syed Haider, Master of Science Project and Program Management and Business Development, France, who made this program a grand success and who spent time from his busiest schedule to grace this occasion. Today, we had an opportunity to hear your thoughts, and this will surely be going to encourage us in our future. So, thank you, sir. It's so grateful to thank our eminent chairman, Dr. K. Vasudevan, for his words of encouragement. His able guidance has always encouraged us. I thank our well-wisher and motivating Vice Chairman, Engineer V. Prasanna Venkatesh, who permitted to conduct this program for the welfare of students. My sincere thanks to our admirable principal, Dr. Uma Bhaskar, for her stewardship and support for us. I extend my thanks to WEC and IIC coordinators for arranging such an inspirational and motivational session. I'm so grateful to thank our dignified staff members and participants. Finally, thanks to our brilliant students for making this section a grand success. Thank you all.
Thank you, Janakiraman. Now, I'd like to call upon M. Kirtika Devi to end up the session with national anthem.
जनगण मन गति नायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलति तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जाहे तब शुभ आशीष माहे जाहे तब सय गाता जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you, Kirtika Devi. Finally, I would like to admit my thoughts. A good event never ends in the world. They take only a pause and keep us awaiting for the next. Thank you. I hope all were engaged with this session. Thank you. Thank you, sir, for this session.
Thank you, Gauri. Thank you, Syed, for being with us. So let me end up this meeting.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Yeah, thank you.